Is there anything as frustrating in business as working your bits off to find new clients, doing all that marketing and all that conversion and all that effort, and then losing existing client? So you get that really frustrating feeling that it's 2 steps forward, 1 step back. It really can feel demoralising at that point in time, but it does not have to be that way. In this video today, I am going to give you 4 tips that are going to help you retain your clients longer so you don't have that constant up and down and peaks and troughs and that real feeling of 2 steps forward, 1 step back. The simple truth about why this happens in so many cases is that almost every small business owner has a plan for how they're going to gain new clients. Marketing strategies, marketing plans, all of that stuff is clear and in place. But very few people have a strategy for how they're going to retain their existing clients. That's just done on chance, on winging it, and on hope. Whereas actually, when you build a strategy to retain your existing clients, that means your marketing actually becomes so much more effective, because every time you gain a client, you keep that client and you increase your numbers. So let's talk about 4 great ways to make sure that you retain a lot more of your clients going forwards. Now, the first thing to do is really focus on building a relationship. If your relationship with a customer feels very transactional, then it's very easy for that customer to just walk away. You have to bear in mind there will constantly be other people doing similar job, similar service to you who are courting your clients. They are trying to impress them. So if you don't have a particularly strong relationship with your clients, it's really easy for them to be attracted elsewhere. COVID gave us a perfect example of this. There were loads of examples of people like social media managers who their clients were struggling through COVID. If they had a really good relationship with that client, then the client wanted to make sure they supported that supplier's business. Whereas if that relationship was just rather transactional, then those people just got dropped immediately. The key thing is your clients want to feel heard, understood and valued. So really focus on building that relationship and making them feel valued. The second tip is to think about anticipation. Now, there's 2 sides to this. There is anticipation in the sense of, do you have any trends in terms of when you're likely to lose clients? Is it weather related? Is it seasonal? Is it after they've worked with you for a certain amount of time? Is it a particular point in a project? If you can identify those trends, then you can anticipate them. You can send out email newsletters, for instance, that talk about why that happens and anticipates it, and you overcome those objectives in advance. So you can build a strategy that stops those objections coming up and helps to keep people on board at those key moments. The other half of anticipation is giving your clients something to look forward to. What's happening next in the work that you're doing for them and the work you're doing together? What is it that's coming up that should make them feel so excited that they wouldn't consider for a second stopping working with you at that moment? As an example, my quarterly planning workshops are a brilliant retention tool for my business because the clients get absolutely tons of value from being there. They come away with a great plan, but they also now have this 3-month plan that they need my help with. So it's brilliant for them, brilliant for me as a retention tool as well. So how can you build more anticipation into your business? And tip number 3 is making sure that you really show and tell your customers about the value that you deliver. Too many people make the mistake of beavering away quietly in the background, doing an enormous amount of work and delivering an enormous amount of value. But actually, if you don't articulate that, if you don't make it really clear to the customer what you're doing and what benefit they're seeing, they may just be slightly oblivious because they've got 18 million other things going on as well. So make sure you communicate with them really clearly, really consistently, and tell them about the work that you're doing and the value that you're delivering. Bear in mind, other people are always trying to entice them away. They are trying to impress your clients. So make sure that they see so much value from you that they can't possibly be enticed anywhere else. This is solely about communication. It's not about doing more than you're already doing. It's simply about consistently letting your clients know that that is what you're doing. And the final tip I would give you is, the beauty of all of this is you can turn this into a system. You can really simplify this. You don't need a completely different strategy for every single client. This is just a series of touch points, a series of checkpoints that will be the same for every single client. Telling them about the value you deliver is a template for your reports that you send to every single client each week, each month, each quarter. You can just have a series of steps that apply to all of your clients that then creates this wonderful spirit of retention, and your clients stick around for longer. Your marketing efforts are more valuable because you keep topping up rather than topping up and slipping back and topping up and slipping back. So 4 great tips for you there about building a retention strategy in your business to really help you grow. Of course, if you need help with this in your business, get in touch with me at tailory.co.uk and let me help you really push things forwards.